What's up, everybody, and welcome to SNU Gaming. This is Serbo18 on F1 2017. I'm doing this video today because a bunch of news came out about F1 2018 as Codemasters brought the game to E3 today. Some of it was on IGN's channel, some of it was on a couple other channels. There's some videos out from YouTubers who have played it, have got some inside knowledge of it. So I figured I'd just make a video giving you a short overview of everything that's coming, what's changing, what's going on, what's going to be in the next game. So I'm going to start off talking about the Halo. So here it is, a picture of the Halo on Charles Leclerc's 2018 Sauber. So I personally don't have an issue with the Halo at all. I race dirt bikes in real life. Injuries for me, I currently have a broken leg. Safety is a premium. Motorsports are inherently dangerous. In the Halo, I fully agree. There was an F2 race where a car went up, and the Halo is what kept the back tire from hitting the other driver's head, and I guarantee it saved his life, and I am sure he is happy it was there. And I am a believer that it could have saved Justin Wilson and Jules Bianchi. So I'm big on the Halo. I think it's fine. I don't see a big issue with it. A few spots where people do have issues with it is on F1 2017, I run the cockpit. How does the Halo work with that? Why haven't they shown us this yet? And alright, so in real life here, you can see a depth of view where you can look past the Halo, and it doesn't mess with your eyesight nearly as much as it would on a flat screen such as we'll be playing on. So what Codemasters did, and what the FIA and Liberty Media allowed them to do, was to get rid of the middle bar that comes down onto the front of the car, because on the screen you won't be able to see past it quite as well. So they got rid of that so you could see past it. You'll still have the Halo around your head, just not the bar that comes down. And this is only in the cockpit view. It will have the bar down on every other view in the game. Now this is something that they had to work out with Liberty Media and the FIA, because of this being the official F1 2017 or 2018 game. Everything has to be up to spec with it. So for me, this isn't a big issue at all. I'm glad that they got rid of it. I'm going to try it both ways and see what I like the best. I'm curious to see what everybody thinks about it and how both of them react together. It'll definitely be interesting. So on to the next part. The AI has been completely rebuilt from the ground up. And what the AI will now do is actually race you. Not just make them faster, but race you. They'll try to block your lane down the straightaway. Instead of giving you a free passage to dive into the corner, they'll cut you off. They'll race you into the corner, through the corner, off of the corner. They'll block you. They'll make aggressive moves. So it's no longer going to be just dive in the corner and then swerve out of the way, which is great to see, as well as a speed advantage for them. And that's something that really needed to be done. It's been too long where the AI was just pointless of racing sometimes. So I'm very happy and excited to see that as well. It's something I'm definitely looking forward to. The next thing that I want to talk about quick is classic cars. Classic cars are returning to F1 2018. So this just brings a little bit more to the table. They're building on it. So I apologize for that extremely blurry picture. But bringing back classic cars is just going to put more into the game. More classic cars. Speculation to what is actually coming. But there's going to be more than there were in 2017. So that just brings more to the table for the game in general, which is so I know there's people that liked it, people that didn't like it, but it's definitely there in this game, so that's awesome. So on to the next part. So anybody who's been with the F1 series, 2010 and 2011 had interviews in them. Really gave you more of a sense of the life of the driver, and the community's been waiting for him to come back since those titles. Now those interviews didn't really have an impact on the game in any way back in those early titles, but now it can impact your entire career. So the interviews will do one of two things, and how you answer questions, no matter when the question is asked, will in fact one of two things. It'll either affect your sportsmanship or showmanship. And these two things will basically decide what teams will give you contracts, what kind of contracts you can get, what teams you can go to. If you're very cocky, arrogant responses, maybe Ferrari doesn't want to give you a contract offer for that, and maybe only Red Bull will. So it really is going to affect your gameplay, and the decisions and what you say will affect your entire career. So it was released that you'd be able to either try and switch teams or look for a better contract, whether with your team or with another team, 3 to 4 times a season. And in this, your better contracts are being the first driver, getting more development points, and other developmental things. They did not really release a whole lot about that, but that's something that you can fight for now in your contracts. So definitely a big boost from the previous title. Another part I'd like to bring up is weather. Codemasters said that they really dove into the weather aspects and how it affects the track. Rain, how it affects not only the car, but how it looks, how it puddles on the track, hydroplaning, a lot more in depth. The rain and weather will be more involved in this one than past titles. You know, sometimes you could maybe go a whole season and never see rain, or maybe you went 10 races and it rained every single one of them. So they said they really upgraded and worked hard on the weather system in the game, so that's really a great thing to hear. Definitely something that's been needing some work over the years. So that is a really good thing to see. So it was also announced that Codemasters was going to be releasing an F1 2018 mobile game. And in this mobile game would be all the real 2018 cars and tracks. I'm not exactly sure. So with that being guaranteed to be in the mobile game, one could only assume that a custom library or preset libraries or something that you could do in 2018 might definitely be coming. It's not been rumored by them. It hasn't been confirmed. We just assume as a community, if it's going to be in the mobile game, maybe it'll be in the official console versions or PC version, whatever you play it on. So that's something that I think a lot of people have definitely been looking for, is in other, like NASCAR 09, you could customize and have all kinds of different paint schemes. So that could be a lot of fun. We'll just have to wait and see where that takes us, but definitely something I could definitely get on board with. One of my biggest possibilities that could come this year. So I am just super excited. I'm gonna actually pre-order F1 2018 when I get finished with this video and hit the upload button. But I hope everybody is excited and just can't wait for it as much as I am. I just can't wait until that midnight release coming in August. But before I leave, I want to show you a picture of what it could look like with the Halo in cockpit view. So I'm not sure what exactly this is from, and you can definitely see that the field of view is way out of touch and all that, but this is possibly what it could look like. I'm not really 100% sure, but we'll have to wait and see depending on your field of view and how you do all of those things. And it'll definitely be interesting, none the least, to see how that all pans. So definitely be interesting, none the least, to see how it all works, the Halo, how the game is. A lot of good stuff teased today, and a lot of just improvements that are definitely going to bring this game and this series back to life. So they definitely improved from 15. 16 was kind of a filler. 17 was a great game with its problems. 18 just looks like it's going to knock it out of the park, and I absolutely can't wait. Another couple things I'm just going to skim over really quick is that they changed how the car drives, how it feels, the handling model. Taking curbs now is not just pretty much like driving on the track. It really will affect your suspension, how the car feels, how it handles. Definitely looking forward to that. So that about wraps it up for me here with E3 news of F1 2018. I'm just trying to skim over things in my head, see if I missed anything. One other thing would be online. There's going to be a licensing way. Basically, you can tell if you're racing somebody who's garbage or somebody who is a good racer and is going to probably run you the entire race clean. More details for that to be released in the coming days, or more news from So definitely looking forward to the game. I really hope they knock it out of the park here. If you guys liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the track.